Let's go ahead and do the solution to the intercompany sale and resale of land question. And again, here are all of our random numbers. First order of business, copy, paste as values. Okay, so big company owns 65% of little company voting stock. On January 1st, 2020, Big sold land to Little for $22,081. Big had originally purchased this land a few years earlier for $20,132. During 2022, Little resold the land to an unrelated party for $23,931. Okay, first thing we need to do is find out the gain or loss on sale. Okay, when this was sold from Big to Little, they sold it for $22,081. It had originally cost them $20,132. So there's a gain of $19.49. So let's go ahead and do our elimination entries for those 3 years. And again, this says prepare elimination entries related to this transaction. Related to this transaction. That means all I'm looking for are the intercompany transaction elimination entries. No S, no A, no I, no D, no nothing like that. Just the entry related to this intercompany sale of land. So in the year of sale, what do we need to do? We need to get rid of that gain on sale, and we need to restore the land to its correct value. Okay. Again, when this land was sold, stop that. When this land was sold, it was sold at a gain of $19.49. That gain is on Big's books, so we have to remove that gain with a debit. The land was written up by $19.49 when Little bought it. We need to restore the land to its true historical cost. The income to the non-controlling interest, this was a downstream transaction. That means that the non-controlling interest is not affected by this. Income of the non-controlling interest is going to be their share, 35%, of the reported earnings of $100,000 each year, year in and year out. In 2021, we need to carry forward that unrealized gain, and the easy part is we need to again restore the land to its true cost. On the debit side, we have this unrealized gain of $19.49 being carried forward. We have our two questions. First, was this upstream or downstream? This was a downstream transaction, which means the non-controlling interest is not involved at all. So the entire $19.49 is going to be attributed to the parent's interest. The second question is the parent using the full or the partial equity method? In this case, we assume that Big is using the full equity method, which means that when we carry that forward, we're going to go ahead and debit the investment in Little. And again, the income to the non-controlling interest, another $35,000. In 2022, stop that. In 2022, we have to carry forward that unrealized gain again. But now, since the land is being sold to an unrelated third party, we get to realize that gain which we deferred back in 2020. So the gain gets to be recognized. The income to the non-controlling interest, again, 35% of the reported earnings. Reported earnings were $100,000, so 35% of that, $35,000.